Hey y'all, it's your girl ShoGlizzy, and this is gonna be a get ready with me. This is the final look, of course. Yes, I did that thing. So before we get into the video though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I do want to try to get back into making content for my channel. So just make sure that y'all are keeping up with me by doing your dues, like subscribe, like the video, and comment, of course. Comment, you know, did I touch on anything that y'all could relate to? If you have any questions for me, I'm here to answer. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Hey y'all. So I just wanted to do a get ready with me because I am supposed to be going out later. We'll see. But either way, I really just wanted to make a YouTube video also because I have not made a YouTube video in so long. And I just wanted to talk my shit and give y'all a little life update too. So yeah. So I'm just gonna start off by putting on this lip mask from Laneige, if that's how you pronounce it. I really like it. I got it from Sephora as a little birthday gift, so I love that actually. It's really moisturizing and hydrating for my lips, and you already know, you know, winter is almost damn near upon us. Like, it's November, it's already cold, so can't be walking around with chapped lips. So yeah, I haven't done one of these in so long. I'm gonna try to stay on topic because I have so much that I want to say. But also just getting into the makeup, I feel like my makeup routine is rather simple these days. I'm not even gonna put primer on because I don't need it. Like, my skin is really hydrated, I feel. As y'all can see, there's like a little dew. So yeah, I don't want to put primer on. I really like how matte looks on me anyway, especially in the wintertime. So yeah, so of course I come on here and I forget how to do my fucking makeup. Like come on, I do this all the time. So I guess a little life update I would want to share with you guys is that I'm finally quitting my current job. Like, I've worked there for 5 years. I never told y'all what I did. I was in customer service, that's all I'll say. And customer service really sucks. People that work in customer service are severely underpaid. So put being severely underpaid and not getting hours at your job, and it's just really frustrating because I'm a grown-ass adult. I have bills. So it's really hard, and I recently graduated from school, so, oh my gosh, I'm getting hot. Let me open this window. Yeah, so I recently graduated from school as well. Like, I graduated right before COVID started, so just factor that in. And yeah, I've been at this job, you know, just as long as I was because it was a job for me. Like, it was useful for me at the time of being a college student. But obviously, I have been trying to get out of that job since I graduated. But I'm finally quitting. I did share with y'all that I started a job in my field as a graphic design contractor. And it was a contract position, so it didn't last for very long. But it was, you know, something that was hopeful that I did while I worked at this other job. But this other job, you know, this job that I worked doing customer service, was also a very toxic work environment. So many countless examples of like favoritism. I could really go on, but I really don't even want to talk about them as an organization because I can't stand them. So yeah, moving on. Yeah, let me get into the makeup because that's why I really wanted to film. I'm sorry for the noise. Like, my heat just came on. They're out there getting the trash, so y'all could definitely hear the beeping and whatnot. So sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, put my foundation stick and just cover up my blemishes and imperfections. Oh, I forgot, my new trick is to mix my foundation stick with my concealer so that it gives like a nice coverage, like a nice mix, because I feel like my foundation stick is it's kind of warm. I just wanted to move it up because I feel like I'm so far away. And you know what, maybe if I just move this up too, then I could put this back down. I don't know, is that working? But yeah, just gonna mix that in together. I had to just turn the heat off because I was getting hot. Honestly, at this point, I really feel like I be having hot flashes, and baby, I'm only 26. I don't like that because that means when I actually go through menopause, I'm going to be going through hell. So anybody else can relate, because I be really burning the fuck up, especially when I'm before my period, on my period, and even after my period's already done. Like, it's really annoying. On top of the fucking on top of being suicidal at times, on top of being depressed, the PMS, just, it's too much. It's really too much. But anyway, as y'all can see, my face is already starting to look, you know, really nicely covered. Yeah, I wanted to talk about how I did talk about how I'm done working at my, well, I actually have 2 weeks. I have to work for 2 more weeks there, and then I'm not gonna work there anymore, which is just great. I'm so happy. So yeah, I have to still work there. But I start my new job in 2 weeks. But I'm just happy to do something new. Like, my new job, it's still not in my field. It's still technically customer service, which, you know, I guess it is what it is, but it pays more and it's just in a new environment. So I'm just excited, and I'm looking forward to how that's gonna be for myself. I'm also still gonna maintain going to the gym and stuff, which I'm just elated for, because I'm gonna be able to go to the gym in the mornings and take care of my business in the morning, you know, run errands, whatever, and then I'll go to work. So it's kind of like a flipping of like my typical schedule, but I'm okay with it because I just know, like, my mindset has been waiting for something like this for so long. So I'm really with it. Like, I'm with it all. Like, I'm with it. So I'm gonna make the best of it no matter what. I apologize if it's not really brightly illuminated in here. I just felt like when I had that turned facing me, it was my lights. I just felt like it was too harsh, and I didn't like how that looked. But I hope y'all still get the same effect. But yeah, anyway, moving on. What did I want to talk about? I literally don't remember what I was saying before because I got so distracted because I didn't have my brows done. But oh yeah, I should also talk about how I was actually trying to be a bottle girl too, because they make a lot of money. Baby, I'm trying to get to the bag. So I was, you know, calling up and like DMing clubs and lounges that are around where I live here in Silver Springs / DC. And, you know, these people, they answered, but they were very not professional when it came to like getting back to me in a timely fashion. I would text a number, then they're saying DM the page. I DM the page, they're like, yes, we're hiring, and then they don't tell you any other details. And then yesterday I was actually going to my new job to just kind of see how it would be working there, and I also happened to decide to text another lounge that I had. I think it was like a lounge club situation. I texted them and I was like, hey, like, so I was trying to do a follow-up on the interviews, like, when are y'all doing that? They're like, oh, we're having them tonight at 8, and I'm just like, is that the only night? And they were like, yeah. And I was just like, okay, maybe it wasn't meant to be, because I did message them prior multiple times, and then yesterday I just tried again, and then they got back to me. But baby, I'm doing something else tonight. Like, I didn't even come with a face beat. I didn't have on a cute outfit. I didn't bring heels. So I was not gonna be going to that interview the way I looked yesterday and getting a job. Like, there's certain things that you have to do. So it was whatever. But honestly, I could see myself being a bottle girl, not long term, just, you know, just to make the bread, because like I said, they make a lot of money. I need that kind of financial security on a regular basis, but I obviously wouldn't do that long term because it's loud, you're up at late hours, you're ingesting a lot of smoke, hookah, you know, weed smoke, you know, stuff like that. And then on top of that, it's just like the nature of being an attractive woman working in that kind of environment. It's just it's not like the most, I don't even know how to say it. I wouldn't be like the most beneficial environment long term, just knowing how that lifestyle is, like, whatever. like with niggas, and especially like the clubs around here get a lot of traction from like celebrities and stuff in DC. So I don't know, like pettiness potentially, stuff like that. Just messy. That's what I'll say, messy. I would do it for a short time to make money and just to kind of like, you know, enjoy. Even though I would say that at this point in my life, I'm not really a club goer like that. Like, I lived that life, early 20s, and I've outgrown it. But, you know, it would be fun to do maybe a little bit, you know. But, you know, none of the places really got back to me on a serious level. So I was just like, whatever. In the meantime, though, I am obviously gonna work at this new job. I'm excited to start. And of course, I've been applying for jobs in my field, you know, since the dawn of me graduating from school. Like, I never stopped applying. I would take breaks, of course, because it is really time consuming and you know, kind of discouraging at times, because you really want a fucking job because you have a degree and they're not fucking hiring you. I mean, me and my friends have talked about it. We honestly feel like a lot of it has to do with like racism, because we're on LinkedIn, these people can see what we look like, and if they don't want you at their company, they're just simply not going to inquire back with you. And you know, that can be a good thing still, because I don't want to work at a company that doesn't like black people anyway. But I need a fucking job, and I have the skills, and I have, you know, the credentials, and you know, the background in this particular field that I can work in. So it's just frustrating, but I'm still hopeful that everything's gonna work out when it's supposed to work out. Like, baby, I said I was not gonna be at my current job next year, and bitch, I did that shit. So, and I told myself I'm gonna get a job by next year in my field. Watch me do that shit too. I don't know if I have shared, but I do write, you know, I have a gratitude journal. And every year, starting since like 2020, I would say, I started manifesting things that I wanted for myself, or like things that I envisioned myself doing, like traveling and things like that. And I have done that. So I manifested starting a new job in my field next year. Bitch, I will be doing that. And I really just want to work in graphic design professionally in the field for like a year or 2 or 3, just to see how I like it, because I have not worked doing that longer than 6 months. So I really would like to see for myself, like, how is that gonna be? Am I gonna like it and stuff? I need to know. So of course I'm gonna keep trying. I'm feeling really hopeful because I recently applied to a firm kind of like in my area, of course, and I applied for like 4 different positions just because I wanted to maximize my chances of getting a job at the company. And I'm really hopeful that, you know, something's gonna work out. So yeah, I feel better. So yeah, those are some things that's been going on with me. Oh wow, so I had put on this this concealer that I put on my under eye is supposed to be dewy, but it just turned matte. I think because I don't know why it's not really moving that much, but that's fine, because I have a way of doing my makeup now where it's like it's fine. But I don't know, I'm looking forward to 2022. I'm always looking forward to the next year. One thing about me is I feel like I'm a developed young adult. Like, I'm 26, and honestly, I feel like I'm exactly where I need to be right now. Like, it couldn't have gone any different than how it is, and I'm grateful for that because I've learned so much. I always talk about this. I feel like I still want to be a life coach at some point, or like a therapist, and help people heal, but we'll talk about that later. But I just feel like I'm a developed, mature young woman. Like, so I'm liking how my face is looking. I do think I want to go another round of concealer, because the way that I've been doing my makeup recently is I've been dragging it down further because my face is small. I realized that when I leave it like here, it just makes my face look really small, and I really want to not look like I have a tiny face, because I do have a tiny face and it doesn't really flatter. I don't know, would I say it wouldn't flatter me? I would just say I don't like how that looks. So I'm just gonna kind of put some dots here of concealer just to kind of like extend my face out a little further, because it just accentuates, it just makes me look like I have cheekbones, because I really don't have any. But I wanted to talk about niggas, because it's been a long time. I don't really talk about men on my channel. I am very open to entertaining men when it's appropriate, if it works for me to entertain them. But other than that, like, I'm happily single. Like, I'm literally happily single. Of course, I think about being involved with somebody who is, you know, for me, of course, like who doesn't? Like if you're a young person and you know, you see your friends enjoying that and like dating and stuff, like why wouldn't you want that for yourself? I want that for myself, but it's not like my top priority right now, just because like I am trying to level up financially, and I don't know, like that's really my biggest priority. Like a relationship is not number one for me, money is number one, but a relationship could probably be like 2 or 3. I feel like I don't know, it would be nice, but I just haven't met somebody that's for me quite yet. Like, can y'all get y'all car? Cause what? I'm filming a video. Yeah, that baby. She's getting beat. So yeah, but I'm always open. Like I'm gonna say that I'm happily single, but I'm always open to meet a man organically and see what happens, because I'm a beautiful woman. Like I can talk to somebody if I want to talk to somebody. Okay, I would say recently in dating, all I can say is that one thing about me is at this point in my life, maybe when I was 19, maybe when I was 20, maybe when I was 21, I might meet a man and like let me help him. And when I say stuff like that, I'm not talking even financials, I'm talking like emotional. Like I don't know why I always wanted to be like somebody's emotional support. That is beyond me at 26. Like you could, as a man, if you can't just tell me what's going on off just like, hey, actually, it was great to meet you. You know, we had a great first date, whatever. But I just feel like we might not be on the same page about certain things, or I just feel like I'm not ready yet, quite yet. Anything, any type of communication, like if you can't do that at this age, I'm just like, to hell with you. Like I don't care about you. Like you're not anything to me. I don't have it in me to be like obsessing over you or losing my mind over you. I simply don't care. I know my worth, so my worth does not include helping niggas find themselves, because baby, I have found myself on my own, and I did that with the help of myself and with the help of my therapist, which I recommend. I'm an advocate for therapy. I feel like everybody should be in therapy, literally. As soon as you feel like you ever have like anxiety attacks, or like you feel awkward or uncomfortable socially, that's a telling sign that you have some trauma, in my opinion. So yeah, these days when I be meeting people and like they be just doing stuff like just not even saying just basic things, like I have been ghosted so many times that when somebody ghosts me, I'm just like, it has nothing to do with me. It just has everything to do with the fact that they don't know how to express themselves emotionally, because it's not a hard thing to just tell somebody, hey, something's going on with me right now, nothing to do with you. Or they don't even have to say it has anything to do with, it's not you. They could just say, I have things going on, I'm kind of gonna not be around for a little bit. Simple. I really wouldn't think anything more, like, oh wow, they know how to communicate. Because when I was younger, I always would tell people what's going on with me, and like people would never receive what I told them well, because they didn't have the capacity, or they didn't have the emotional intelligence to like understand, you know, to intellectualize what I was saying to them about what was going on with me, or just me expressing myself. But they always knew how to make me feel like shit by expressing myself. They would gaslight me like, oh, you're just being so emotional, you're being dramatic, it's not that serious. I would get gaslighted from just about anybody all the time when I would express myself emotionally. And then I started to internalize that and think like, okay, maybe I shouldn't tell people things. And like then when I would date people, or like even in my friendships, a lot of resentment was building from people. Like there were things that I hated that they did, I didn't say anything, and I kept it inside, and I was just resenting the shit out of them. I was really disliking them, but at the same time I felt like I'm at fault because I didn't tell them, and they don't know what's going on, so is it really their fault? But it's just how they made me feel like I couldn't talk to them about things. And I think that's pretty terrible. Like I'm not the only one that's experienced that, and I won't be the last person. But if you've ever gone through that, it's really terrible, but there's hope. Like all you have to do is just be by yourself a little bit is all I would say, because a lot of the things I had to unlearn was just by spending a lot of time with myself and distancing myself from people that obviously weren't really good for me. And ended up really benefiting me a lot. So I'm so grateful for the growth and stuff. But back to men, I just feel like even in recent times, because, you know, within the last year, there's been some people that I've, you know, entertained, but clearly it was never me, baby. It was never your girl. I'm a Virgo. I'm perfect. Come on, stop playing with me. Anyway, yeah, it was never me. And I'm gonna stand on that. I'm standing on that 10 toes because yes, I had issues, but one thing these niggas, if these niggas even think about me, is one thing they can't say is I wasn't honest with them about what was going on, because I was honest. And then after that, they weren't being honest with me, because I honestly feel like these people didn't know what they really wanted, and maybe they were also insecure. And also, they just didn't know how to communicate, but that's not up to me as a woman to figure out. As a man, you should really be open and communicating with people and making sure you're on the same page with them. So ladies, never think it's you, because it's not. They will use you for attention, which I've experienced. They will use you for attention. They'll just hit you up and just say anything to you just to see what you're gonna say to them. Baby, don't feed into it. Actually, they say some nonsense, just don't even respond. Honestly, don't respond, because that eats them up, because niggas are very insecure. They're very insecure. People in general are really insecure, but niggas, bruh, like, toxic masculinity is the biggest talking point for men, you know, in recent times. The issues that they're insecure about are the issues that they made for themselves, to be honest. I don't know. I just feel like I'm at a place where, like, I really don't care about guys, but I have a lot to say about their behaviors and what they do, because I just feel like, again, women are very mature, and we mature at a very, you know, quick rate. Like, our frontal lobes are pretty much developed by age 25, and men, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? And one thing about it is, I don't even have to come on here and say not all men, because that's obvious it's not all men. But the niggas that literally haven't figured it out yet, I hope y'all just figure out that y'all need therapy. Like, y'all need to be by yourselves. Y'all need to be by yourselves and stop using women as vessels of escape. Like, it's really sad when you think about it, because when you're really secure in yourself, you're not gonna just talk to anybody. You're not gonna just allow anybody to have access to you, because you realize that who you are and what you stand for is not what other people would necessarily stand for, or who other people necessarily are, and that's fine. But a lot of people have no standards. Like, people's standards come from social media, for example. Like, you really have to dig deep when it comes to finding yourself as a person, and you have to realize, like, your triggers. You have to realize what it is that you won't tolerate from people, because if you don't have that, especially when it comes to dating, then you're really gonna lose yourself in the relationship, and that's not gonna be pretty, because if your whole self is really based off the person who you are in love with, then who the fuck are you? Who are you as a person, you know? So I don't know, I really found myself these last couple years. I recently tweeted that I feel like you really do grow the most between age 23 and 25, but that only happens if you're open to it. I was open to it because of some traumatic things that happened, that I experienced a really huge loss in my life. And I was just like, I really want to be stable mentally, emotionally, and I really want to be happy in life. Like, one of my biggest goals was, when I started therapy, was I wanted to be happy. And baby, I'm happy. I mean, my life is not perfect, but I am happy. I could be happier if I had a milli, but that's for another day or whatever. But I'm definitely happy, and I'm definitely grateful. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what other gems could I say? I'm really trying to make sure this is blended, because it's looking like it's not blending. All right, let me put some of this in here, because my forehead's looking kind of shiny. But anyways, I'm happily single, but baby, let me tell y'all, I am really in the mode of, like, I really want to meet somebody, and I really want to meet the right person for me. Like, every time a man asks me, like, why don't I have a boyfriend, or why am I single, I always tell them, it's because I haven't met the right person, because that's a fucking fact. Like, none of the people that I met before clearly are my boyfriend, because they were not the right person for me. You feel me? I'm not perfect, but there's definitely nothing wrong with me, in the sense that, oh, she can't keep a man. Y'all can't be kept if y'all don't want to be kept. Like, it's It's just like, it's just comedy. Let me get the blush. Let me get the blush. But I'm gonna be taking myself on some solo dates soon. But yeah, I'm on the hunt to meet, you know, and to date the right way, because I know before when I was dating guys, obviously I did, you know, entertain multiple niggas at first, but then I like had my favorites, and I of course would stop talking to the other people because I'm just like, I don't really like them. But where I fucked up was, how did I like them and I didn't even know them? Like, what? Like, how did I tell myself, oh, I like him, but I don't even know the nigga other than his name or like a couple things he might have told me about himself. But when I think about it, I don't remember anything significant that he told me, like, oh, that's like, you feel me? So I just like them because I decided to attach myself to them. That's why I like them. But these days, I don't like nobody. I don't know. Seriously, like, it's just impossible for me to start liking a guy. What else do you have going for yourself? Like, are you ambitious? Do you have goals? Do you have dreams? Are you a decent person? Are you emotionally intelligent? Like, my list is long, and I have and I want to say, like, I would just say, like, people, if y'all are dating, make a list of what your non-negotiables are, because baby, that's helped me also. Like, some things that I would really overlook in the past, that's never taking place in this day and age, like, ever. Like, there are things on my non-negotiable list that it's like, yeah, that's a non-negotiable because it's a non-negotiable. Like, I'm not like, no. Like, if you don't satisfy that, then no, bitch. Like, you don't have a chance with me. Like, I'm really sorry, it's quiet. So yeah, make a non-negotiable list. I'm only gonna talk for like 10 more minutes because I really do need to wrap up. What are some of my non-negotiables? I kind of said them. Like, if you're not emotionally intelligent, like, that's literally the biggest thing for me. Like, if you can't express your emotions, if you can't really articulate certain things about what you expect from me also, it's just not gonna work. I'm not here guessing nothing. Like, and that's another thing. The man for me, like, how I'll know, because I saw this tweet on Twitter that was like, I think it was kind of just saying how, like, these people became into a relationship and they didn't even know they were in a relationship because their niggas never asked them. Baby, you can't play with me like that. I wish somebody would try to say I'm his girl and he didn't ask me in a romantic way. No effort, like in a text or some form of saying locked in. I swear, if you said that to me, I would literally just not even, like, what are you talking about? Locked in? What's locked in? What does that mean? What does that mean? Shoshana needs to be asked in a way that is like romantic, or like we go out to dinner, or like something, some kind of planning went into this. If it's not a question, I'm not your girlfriend, baby. I'm not your girl. I don't know what you thought, but you thought wrong. That's just my 2 cents about stuff. I'm just gonna put the lip gloss on, you know, while I'm here with y'all, but I'm about to just put the lashes on off camera and kind of wrap up because this video is like 40 minutes long. It's gonna be a long video. It's already 40 minutes, but I really want it to be like 30, so I'm gonna have to cut out a lot, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm just gonna take my brown lip liner pencil. Also, I don't know who needs to hear this, but when it comes to the right person, I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be roses, because baby, I haven't even experienced it yet. Like, I have not met the right person for me yet, and I don't expect it to be perfect. Honestly, like, I don't expect it to be perfect, but I do expect it to be intentional and somebody that's always communicating with me. Because if you're not telling me certain things, then I already know that you're not serious. Because somebody that's serious. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that knows what they want, because I know what I want. I know what I don't want, and I know what I want. I really would like to get to know, you know, several people so I can make the right decision about who I want to be with, because that's how it's supposed to be. Like, I'm not going to be going blind into no other situationship again, ever. Like, them days are over. I just know for myself, I just know how it's going to go. I know how it's going to feel. It's going to feel right. Every time I be talking to people and it already starts seemingly like it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. And I'm not stressing about that, because somebody that wants me is not gonna allow me to just be like up in the air, you know? Like a nigga that's really about you is not about to play games about you. Like you're not gonna have any doubts, any questions. I know that, because the people that I've talked to, I would already be like, yeah, it doesn't really seem like he likes me. And like, that's okay, but I'm not gonna fret over that, because, you know, that's not worth fretting over it. But you can also tell when a nigga is just using you too, like for attention. Like I recently was in an experience where I'm pretty sure this nigga was only talking to me. I could tell he had to be some form of insecure, because there's no way you're gonna just send pictures of yourself to somebody or just say random things. So when niggas really just be talking about anything, I'm just like, what is going on here? I'd be confused. You know, when you know there's no point, you know he's not serious. If there's no real intention, it's a lot of smoke. Like he's just saying anything to keep you engaged with him, but then he doesn't follow through on like simple basic plans. Like, okay, he's insecure, and it's just like, if you're insecure, don't even involve yourself with people. Like work on yourself. Figure out what you like. Do things for yourself. Do nice things for yourself. Take yourself out. Buy yourself nice clothes. Get your hair done. Do your skincare routine. I don't know. Self-care. I love this right here. This is self-care. You know? But yeah, I'm gonna come back when everything's together and I'm gonna show y'all the look. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. Hey y'all. So ew. Why was that so loud? Why was it so like I felt it? Like I felt the burp through my throat. Like ew. Hey y'all, so yeah, I wanted to come back and show y'all, you know, how everything turned out. Yeah, she's beat, baby. You feel me? She's beat. Let me get close. Stop playing with me. Look at the bad bitch looking into the camera right now. Just two bad bitches looking at each other. You feel me? You feel me? But no, like, yes, ma'am. Still managed to do that shit. Personally, I really don't like filming me do my makeup, because I feel like it doesn't turn out, you know, the way I really, really, really like it to. But I'ma still, you know, rock out on camera while I do this anyway. So yeah, this is how it looks. I'm such a blush girl. Love blush. Fenty Beauty NYX Wet n Wild on the lip. Maybe I'll do a TikTok of my lip combo, because that's literally all I do. But yeah, this is literally what I had on under my robe. I'm not going out anymore. Yeah, I'm just wearing, you know, these pink biker shorts, because I'm just at the house. But I wanted to do my makeup and show you guys, of course, and talk and talk and talk. Hold on. Let me turn this heat off. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, I'm just at the house chilling, looking cute. I took like some selfies or whatever. I'm just feeling myself. I love doing my makeup. Like, do what you love to do to make yourself feel good. Like, my two go-tos are going to the gym and beating my face to go out. You feel me? So yeah, final look. Said it like a million times. Obviously, I had my scarf on, I think, before, so my hair was, you know, marinating in the slick back bun. I'm actually needing to undo one of the loops on my scrunchie because it's kind of tight. And, but she snatched. Like, I love a slick back bun, like, period. A slick back bun, a bun with the part in the middle, a bun with the part on the side. That's my jam. That's my jam. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Yeah, y'all, so thank y'all so much for watching. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe again if you like my video, if you liked what I talked about, and if you want to see more, like, come on. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, bye.